The end has existed in Minecraft since 2011, and in those times it has not experienced a single update besides adding end cities. And that's a long time to not get a single update. So today I am going to the end and making my own end update. I've seen this a lot, like in a lot of places, people saying Minecraft needs to update the end. So that's why I'm doing this today. I'm just going to update it myself. And if Mojang somehow happens to be watching this, I'm fine with you using my designs for Minecraft 1.22. So yeah, obviously the first step is getting to the end, which is easy. Now the second step is to get rid of the Ender Dragon. So now that the dragon is gone, I can start modifying the end. So the first thing I was thinking is when you're in the end, you gotta climb up these towers to destroy the end crystals on top. So I was thinking if the end was updated, it would have a spiral staircase wrapping its way up the tower, and as you go up there's random like dispensers with that shoot out arrows at you, because I want this update to feel kind of Minecrafty, and Minecraft has traps in jungle temples, so dispensers with arrows I don't think would seem too odd. The locals are already enjoying my staircase, I guess that's a good sign. So I have the spiral staircase going the whole way up. It looks pretty cool. Now it's time to add the dispenser traps hidden along the wall as you're going up. So if you're making your way up the staircase and step right there, you're going to get hit by an arrow. And I'm going to have those occasionally hidden all along the way up. And then all the way at the top, there will be the end crystal that you have to break. This is just so it's more of a challenge to get up here, while at the same time kind of making it easier because there's a massive staircase spiraling the whole way up. So I added this on top of the tower just to make it not seem so empty and plain, as kind of an obstacle to get through to get to the end crystal. So yeah, I think this is pretty good tower design. Now I just need to build it on every single one of these. So I'll be back in a little bit because that's going to take a little some time. Oh yeah, and before I go, having this massive staircase makes it even more dangerous up here because now Endermen like to come up here. So now it makes extra challenge. I'm only about halfway done, and already this is looking really cool. All of the towers are now finished and it looks really cool. This just, I don't know, it just looks super cool seeing all those spirals going up each tower. Also looks really cool walking around down here. So the reason why this one is different is because you know sometimes there's a few towers that have cages around the end crystal, and this was one of those towers, so it was kind of square, so I didn't really have room to do the staircase, so I decided to do this. I think it looks cool, but I like those better. But now that I have finished all these, it's time to start working down in the main area where the portal to go back to the overworld is. So I was trying to come up with a good design for this because this is the main portal that takes you back to the overworld and only opens when you defeat the dragon, so I thought it should look a lot bigger and crazier than this. So I was thinking maybe adding some tall pillars with end crystals on top would look cool. Maybe something like this. I don't know if that looks good or not. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, that definitely needs some work, so just gotta come up with something else. Think I'm finally getting somewhere. This looks definitely better than the other one. I'm still not fully sure, so I'm gonna build the other three and just see how it looks with all of them. Sometimes that's the only way to know if it looks good or not. And now that they're all in, it looks better, I'd say, but still, it's not the right thing, so I'm going to tear it down and try to figure something else out. So this is what I've come up with. I think it's looking pretty cool. It's just like a bunch of spikes surrounding the portal. This thing will be filled in, but then on like this side, there will be a pillar to mark it. Somewhere in the middle of these spikes, I'll clear it out here and here. There will be a pathway, 4 different pathways that all meet in the middle here, and where those pathways are, it will be cleared out of spikes. The point of the spikes is to make it look more dangerous and final boss fight type look. So yeah, I'm going to work on that for a little bit now. So something like this. This is what I've designed. I think it looks pretty cool. Like when you get far away, it looks interesting seeing something actually out there in the middle. Maybe I can even add very tiny amounts of these spikes following the path. Now there is one more thing that I think this end update needs to be complete. And that one thing is actually a pretty big thing, trees. Because when the Nether got updated, they added trees to the Nether. So I think end trees would look kind of cool. Like the trunks would be purple, or no, the trunks would be end stone and the leaves would be purple, something like that. And it'll fill them in all over here, here, just all four corners of the pathway. So I guess I'll start designing one right now. Just so you know, these purple trees probably aren't going to look the greatest of like block choices, but hopefully they'll be cool. And the closest purple fence and fence gate color are crimson wood. Something like this, I'm going to have a tree trunk that kind of spirals its way up, branches using the fence gates like that. Oh, it actually would look kind of cool if there was occasional dead trees that were just like this, and that's all I do. But I want to kind of experiment, see if I can make it look good with purple leaves. So this is kind of what I had in mind. I added the leaves with some terracotta for texturing. I think that looks pretty good. Might be a little too much with the sword pattern, but I don't know. So I think this looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to mark out where I want all the trees to be. And maybe as I'm building trees, I'll experiment and try different leaf designs. But I'm not going to have too many trees. Probably just about that much in each one of those sections, because I don't want it to be too thick of a forest. I'll probably just build one of those trees at every single one of those walls, and then do the same, like I said, in all of those spots. So I'll see you when that's done. I have fully finished my end update. Now is time to tour. This is the finished build. All the trees are around, and this just looks really cool to me. I think this turned out way better than I was expecting. So now it's time for a quick recap of everything I did. So every tower has a spiral staircase leading up to the end crystal on top, and on those spiral staircases are random traps that could, if you're in survival, knock you off. And there's this one just as extra cage protection around the end crystal. And then you come down here to the pathway, which is where the Ender Dragon fight would be at, and the portal to get back home. And then there's these custom trees around, because when the Nether got updated, they added trees, so I thought the end would have trees but got updated, and there's occasional dead ones. And then the purple leaves, which I think look really cool. But yeah, this whole area turned out really cool to me. I enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I hope you also think it looks cool. And maybe this could be Minecraft 1.22. Whether Minecraft does update the end or not, I think the end is still a pretty cool place. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Only people who watch to the very end get to see me add that.